reboot my hub because this isn't working. All right, so let's take a look. I'm assuming that we're live, that we're online, and that we're doing good. I'm not seeing a screen yet, though. There it goes. All right. All right, there it is. All right, perfect. So, yeah, welcome to Digit Spin Crypto. It's Dino. I'll try not to move around there to get you dizzy. And what we want to do is just spend a few minutes tonight, talk about the DigiSpin coin, what's been going on with that, and Element World, and how things are progressing, and how things are going. I see you got a couple guys out there. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Most people will catch this afterwards, but it'll be all good. So we're pretty excited. Now, the team has been working really hard to get things together, but of course you have the holidays in there, so that people need a few minutes to open the presents and drink a bottle of champagne for New Year's. Yeah, even myself, I took a day off. So, can't beat having a day off. It's always a good thing to have happen. And behind me there, you can see some of our computers in action. Most of those are mining at the moment, but it's all good. We're going to use some of these machines to set up our network for a test blockchain, a test net, as we start to go forward. So feel free to pop in any questions you have. Happy New Year to you too, world class, world citizen. We appreciate you stopping by. So what we got going on is let's start with DigiSpin coin. DigiSpin coin's been doing really well, surprisingly, and better than I had expected, to be honest. Let me bring this up on the screen here so I can talk with some facts in front of me. There we go. I'm going to bring up Tribal Dex. So apparently, last price on it was 73 cents was the last price, and the bid is 73. The asking is 91 cents. So that's not too shabby. That's pretty good for a no ICO coin that's given away freely and earned by staking it. So basically, you can get a hold of some DigiSpin coin if somebody will part with it. People have been trading it on Tribal Dex. Now, DigiSpin coin is, you know how you have these ERC20s that run on Ethereum. The problem with that, though, is that if you want to sell a 5-cent card, it's going to cost you $20, $30 to do that. That don't make sense, right? So you can't have the average Joe get involved and start playing and doing things with transactions. If you're going to be interacting, a game that's going to be interacting, or you're going to be doing things with the coin, you need the ability to be able to transact. And as the great Dr. Agro said, Hive seems to fix a lot of those problems. I mean, Hive's not perfect, but it's an amazing blockchain. Quite frankly, I'm kind of shocked more people aren't using it. And as more and more people start to discover it, especially developers, and start putting their products on it, you're going to start to see Hive really expand and start doing some amazing things. The Hive IO. So, so it's on there, and the DigiSpin coin, and you can exchange it. Now, the cool thing about the Hive network is once you register on the network, all the information is on the blockchain about what you're doing. And so you could go to one exchange like HiveEngine.com and make a deposit of Hive coins, just like you would deposit ERC20s. You would deposit Ethereum for ERC20. You can make a deposit for Hive, or you can buy it off the Hive keychain, and you can then buy any tokens that are on the Hive network. One being DigitSpin coin. And so if you deposit into the HiveEngine.com exchange, and then you exit out and you go to tribaldex.com, you will see your deposit. So putting money into one exchange or finances into one exchange doesn't lock in there like every other exchange. If you deposit into that exchange, your money's stuck there. If the website goes down or what have you, you have no access to it. With Hive, the Hive.io system, your deposits show up on all of the exchanges. If you place an order on one, it'll show up on all the exchanges automatically. So that's pretty sexy. So I've been noticing a pretty good path. We got definitely a trending line going on. I think it's been about 3 weeks for the DigitSpin coin, where we handed out over 225,000 DigitSpin coins, and people started trading them away on the exchange, the TribalDex, the LeoDex, the HiveEngine.com. And it's just been picking up a lot of momentum. And you ask, why is it doing that? Well, one of the features of DigitSpin coin is that you can deposit the coin into a staking system. Right on the exchange, you can put it in the staking piggy bank, and it locks your coins. Keeps them in your wallet, but they're locked. And that's how you acquire all the new coins. There was no ICO for DigitSpin coin. It was given out free, and all the coins are going to be given out for free. All right, and they're mined through proof of stake. So basically, by depositing coins into the staking system, it earns you more coins. Basically, right now there's an emission of 50 coins per hour that are given out to 20 different folks, or 20 different assets that are out there. The computer doesn't know. It's a contract. It doesn't know. It goes out and it picks 20 coins out of the whole staking pool, finds out the ownership of that, the name, and then it distributes coins out to those 20 people. And every hour it'll do that. And it's going to continue to do that until April. And in April, we're going to have a halvening where it's going to go to 25 coins per hour instead of 50. And the reason behind that is obviously it'll become a little more sparse, and we wanted to kickstart it in the beginning. 25 was the magic number that I wanted it to continue with. And basically, those additional coins, what you have to keep in mind too is that there's going to be Element World, and it's going to be a play to earn, and you'll be able to earn some digits. There's 1 million digits in a DigitSpin coin, and you'll be able to earn some digits as you're playing the game, which will earn you more DigitSpin coins. And this process is going to go on as we go forward. That's the game plan as of right now. We were thinking of making it a separate coin, but I think we're going to try it directly with the DigitSpin coin itself, so you can earn DigitSpin by playing the game, which is nice, which is another means of emission from the blockchain. So that's pretty exciting. The folks that have stake coins now, you're going to maximize the amount of coins that you're going to earn by having as many coins as possible, obviously staked, because it's a little bit of a competition. it acts like miners. So the more you got in the staking pool, obviously over a week the ability to earn will be greater. If you have 20 coins in there, you probably won't get it. You might get a hit once a week, maybe, if you're lucky. If you have a 500 or 1,000 coins, you're gonna get hits every day. I see guys that have a couple of you guys have got a good amount of coins out staked in the system, and they're getting hits every hour. 2.5 digit spin coins per hour. So those guys are cleaning up, and they're gathering those assets. And as time goes by, I'm sure there's a magic number that they'll part with them, but we'll see how that turns out. Now, another cool thing that we're working on, the developers. Actually, it's going to be Klaus. I have Klaus, one of the developers. He's working with me. We're going to set up a test net, and Klaus is going to do the initial install of the exchange system. And then I'll also put it on mine. I'm so busy I don't have to do the time to do the initial. So he'll do the initial, find all the pitfalls. We'll install it on our test systems and get that up and running. We'll theme it. And so our goal is to release the DigitSpin DEX website, which will allow you to do trades for any Hive coin using the DigitSpin DEX website once we go forward. So we're still trying to decide if it's Digitex, Digitex or DigitSpin DEX or what have you, whatever we're going to name it. But we're going to make a process for being able to do trades through a decentralized exchange for Hive-based products or Hive-based coins. So we're really excited about that. That'll be another big level of upgrades. And as we go forward, we'll write some custom code and do some special stuff on our decks. Maybe they do something special or give additional reporting or abilities, or maybe on our decks you'll be able to see your NFTs, or we're gonna make it neat. You're gonna want to use it as it goes forward, because it's going to obviously take into consideration all the opportunities that the DigitSpin coin will bring. So that's pretty exciting. So that's in the works. And then of course we're always looking for new opportunities for DigitSpin coin for what it can do. Now it's pretty simple. You can go to digitspincoin.com if you're interested, or if you're not and you just want to take a look. All the information is there. So if you're a new user, you need to register on the environment. Now Hive is kind of interesting because you gotta get an ID, and once you have an ID, all your information can follow with you, and the person who signs you up is the responsible party. Now there is a way that if the person who signs you up remembers you or knows you, if you should lose your keys, which you never want to lose your keys, but if you should lose your keys, they have the ability to send you an email to reset your keys. And there were some freebies out there that would register you for free, but the last thing I want to do is give my key responsibility to somebody I don't know, or somebody that may not be there, that type of thing. So we have two recommended locations to get registered. One is, and it's in the instruction pamphlet, one is through the Splinterlands website. That does two things for you. You get access to a fantastic game called Splinterlands, which is really fun to play. And that's a card-based game also. Everybody loves goofing around with Splinterlands, playing that. There's some real serious players. People like me, just the average player. I like to tinker with it, but I do love collecting the NFTs. The second thing is that by registering there and asking for your keys, and you store them on a USB and put that away in your sock somewhere, or dig it up and put it in a hole in the backyard, whatever wherever you store your keys. Um, I, I trust the guys at Splinterlands to be a good registrar, and if I should ever run into a problem uh, and need to recover my keys, I have an opportunity that they could possibly do that for me, and I trust in those guys. Now, once you're registered, now you have access to be able to access the DigiSpin coin and any other Hive coin and Element World. And then you'll need to put on the Hive keychain, and this will all be explained in the instructions. You definitely want to visit digitspincoin.com, and all the information is there. So real simple, you get registered, you install the Hive keychain, which is the wallet. You don't want to install Hive wallet, you want to install Hive keychain, because that allows you access to the tokens. And once you have that, then you have access to anything Hive. You can go to any Hive website and everything shows up and everything's good. You have access to anything you need once you have those two things done. So that you definitely want to do. And we're going to talk about Element World. Let me just see if there's any specific questions out here. Let's see. I'm going to take a look at my other screen, which is over here. I see Phoenix out there. Happy New Year. Dino from World Citizen. Way to go. Phoenix Rising says, I'm holding tight to my DigiSpin coins. Dino knows his stuff. I don't have the magic hat today, but definitely. I Am Lifer says, I'm super excited about the DigiSpin coin and Element World. Oh, that's great. You guys, you think you're excited, huh? The things that go on behind the scenes. We have our own team channel. And when I drop something new in there, everybody's like, "Oh, this is great!" And then somebody comes up with some ideas. A couple of the guys are working on, the lore and creature ideas. Another guy's doing the line artwork for the creatures to get them in action poses. Then we have other folks that are vendors that are helping us with the coloration. For Element World for each of the characters, like the thumbnail on this one here, that's a battle stalker from the plant civilization. And then we have some new team guys that are converting the pictures into three-dimensional models for us. Then I got other vendors that are going to be creating animations and animation sequences for every one of the characters on Element World. So, just because I have a picture doesn't mean anything. I got to convert that picture into a three-dimensional object. Then I've got to have it rigged like a puppet so that they can then create animations and make it move around and do things. So you have a walk, you have a run, you have a battle. They stomp their feet or do a claw at the opposing person or opposing creature. So those animations all have to be created, those sequences. Then from there we can start to build a game. So we have a ton of assets that have to be manufactured and built over a series of 4 to 6 guys to put all those together, times the amount of creatures that are going to be out there. You got, we could have 20 30 characters. There could be another 20 25 armors, weapons, elements, specialty things that also have to be created. So there's an extensive amount of build. The game will probably run $100,000 to $200,000 to build at all estimates at this moment. So it's going to be something pretty spectacular, and then we got to put it through its alpha phases and find the flaws in the gameplay, make sure things try to balance out characters. So that's all going to be exciting to do. So there's a good amount of level of effort that's going to be put into all of this. But luckily we're going to release it in phases and break out the information, break out components as we go along. So the first part of it is obviously making available the token packs. Once we have the cards done, we'll be able to stuff the packs with a contract and then make them available for opening, so you can start to collect it. So the first phase is going to be building a website that lets you buy packs directly on the site using different types of cryptocurrency directly with the site. You'll then be able to open packs, see the cards inside, and you'll be able to then put them on a marketplace so you can trade and buy cards that you like or characters that you want as you go along. So that'll be the very first phase, and then over a period of time we'll build the first interaction. We'll be able to do a basic battle. We'll add at another point the ability to have like a online multiplayer, massive online player, and so that multiple characters can be put together, or players can play against, player versus player, PvP. And then as we go along, you'll have different things that you'll be able to do. You'll be able to obviously look at your creature and equip the creature with armor and weapons that you've acquired or purchased or however. There'll be legendary, and it'll go common. It goes to rare. Then we got mythical, and we got DD level cards, and then of course some of them will be gold foil for rarity. One thing I thought would be kind of cool is since you'll have the 3D model, that it'll come in a package, and you'll have to decide whether or not you want to open the package. So you have the card, and then the creatures, you have a three-dimensional creature, and it'll be like a toy inside the package, and before you can do anything with it, you have to say, yeah, I want to open the package, and the package gets torn off, and so now it's an opened character. And maybe we do something kind of cool with unopened packages or creatures, as we go along. It's something where this is the thought process. This is going to be pretty complex. There's going to be a lot of ways that these NFTs will have value, because you could have a legendary, but is it still in the package, or did you tear it open and it's not in the package? Which one's worth more? I don't know. Let's find out. So, it's something that we're gonna take a look at. Just like in real life, when you get one of them Star Wars toys, you want to keep it in the package. So, we're looking at a lot of cool things to do. And then, of course, as we go along, we'll add the combining system. where you'll be able to level up your cards by burning some of the cards that you have. You can then level your card up, and it'll have an intrinsic value of that card plus all the cards you burned. But this starts creating scarcity, which will be pretty nice. And and again, you'll be able to then apply. So, you know, a character will be really pretty cool. It'll do a lot of neat stuff on its own, but then you start applying, you know, maybe a fire sword or a freezing sword or a magic sword. It's going to start adding more attack ability, more attack points. You know, if you have maybe magic armor and you put it on the creature, it'll protect against magic or fire or cold or frost. So there'll be a triad. You know, one outbeats the other as you go to play. So you could take a humble character, but have some really amazing armor and weapons, and turn that character into something pretty cool. And of course, you could sell the character, but it doesn't come with the armor. You keep that. But you know, but when you put that stuff together, now it could be a powerhouse, and especially now if it levels up as you go along, it's going to be pretty exciting. So let's see here. What other questions? I'm going to keep going with the Element World, but I saw some of the questions about Element World. What is the total number of coins? So for Digit Spin Coin, there's a total of 21 million coins. And the tokenomics are on digitspincoin.com. If you want to learn more about Element World, you go to elementworld.net. So there's not a whole lot of coins. And to be honest, as you play, you're going to be earning, you know, scribbits. You're going to earn digits, you know, one sat at a time, one digit at a time, to turn them into Digit Spin coins. So as you play, you know, you know, if we have 21 million coins and we have 1 million digits per coin, that gives me what, 2.1 billion coins. Let's take a look. I think I put it'll give me. I don't think I have it here in front of me. But a trillion, 2.1 trillion coins or something like that. It's a pretty good amount of coins, and I think that will work for us as we go forward to earn them. And if we if all the coins get mined, you know, we'll come up with another solution when the time comes. So we'll deal with that as we go along. But I think it'll be pretty exciting. Not only as you play, you know, you'll get experience points, and certain things will require experience to be able to do. So this way, yeah, you could be a whale and you can go and buy cards. You could go buy, you know, a leveled up card right off the market and everything, but you're not going to get the experience points, which gives it the ability to do things and certain things. So you've got to kind of play. This keeps it from being bought out. You know, we want the game to be played. We want people that are investing their time into it to have a value, something that as you go along, the game time, the fun that you're putting into it, has a value that can't be replaced by money. Can't be replaced by somebody just going in and buying it. All right, there's a level of experience that you'll gain by playing that just can't be purchased. All right, and so those that play the game will have certain levels of experience that can only be gotten by doing that, and you'll need those things to go forward. there'll be a lot of elements that'll be dropped. Now some of the element and potions. Now those things get used up as you go along, but the elements can be used as a function, or it can be imbued into um, into an item. So, if you end up getting a gold element of fire, you would be able to embed that into a sword and turn that into a a rare sword, or a gold foil based sword, so that attribute will carry forward into the things that you imbue it. And once you imbue it, it's now part of that object. Or of course you can use it in play, and it would then um, be used and lost. So I would tend to think that those those gold elements, the gold foil elements, will be used to imbue things, and used wisely. But so I'm sure there'll be an element or two in each pack, um, or a potion in each pack. The thing is, it's a contract, so I won't know what actually gets dispersed into the packs. It's literally a contract of odds. So you could get 5 characters, you could get 5 elements. You might get 1 character, elements, and some potions. I don't know. And that's the beauty of this. That's why I'm trying to buy as many packs as I can, and the price keeps going up on DigitSpin coin. So, and I want to use the DigitSpin coin because for every 10 packs I get a free pack. So I figured, I'll figure a way to do that. So, stupid me, I didn't buy it when it was cheaper. Oh, what should I say? I didn't buy enough. It always seems to be right. I didn't get enough. But you would think I'd know. I'd freaking make the thing, right? So but it's out of my control. It's a community coin now at this point, because it runs and it distributes the coins. So been trying to buy them from people, trying to get a good deal. When the price gets high enough, somebody always sells. So I put a bid in on the buy side, so I can get them as cheap as possible, so I can use that to buy some packs. Now the packs for Element World are the first one that's open right now is the private sale. You have to either watch my show. I'm not doing any advertising, really. We'll do a few tweets. But you either have to follow us with Twitter, be on my Telegram, or watch my show to know about this private sale. And the Founders Edition packs are the ones that are being offered now. I'm offering to sell you some art, and 5 pieces of art in a pack, and as a product, and it's a $10 pack. And the reason is there's only 250,000 packs. And that's it. It's going to be a very limited edition. And those are going to be for $10. And right now, you can get them for $6. And if you use DSPN, the DigitSpin coin, you get a bonus pack for every 10 you buy. So that's probably why a lot of the guys are using DigitSpin coin. We get a lot of folks using Electronium. We've had some inquiries for XRP. Obviously, Bitcoin and Ethereum are fine to use. We've had folks use Tether, but the majority seems to be DigitSpin coin and Electronium at this time, which is kind of nice. It's good to see the Electronium folks being able to get an opportunity to use their Electronium that they may have had or earned or been sitting on. So that's pretty exciting. And as we go along, we'll continue to offer that private sale until February 15th. Now, After February 15th, those packs will go on the exchange or on the buy ability, and they'll be $10 a pack. And at that point, we'll start to do some advertising that the Founders Packs are available. We have the ability to Crypto Dog's doing some giveaways, some contests to get a $10 pack of Element World's Founders Edition. And so if you're watching now, or if you stayed this long into the video, let's reward you. All right. So what you're gonna do is down in the towel section, you're gonna tell me what hey, what you want to, why you want a Element World Founders Edition pack, limited edition pack. You're gonna give me your Hive address. Put a nice comment down there. I'm gonna pick five people based on the comments. If it's something that I like, something that makes me laugh, something that shows some genuine love for the project, I'm going to pick 5. And I'm going to send you an Element World Founders Edition pack worth $10. So we'll have 5 winners for a $10 pack of Element World Founders Edition. So good luck to you. And after the show, you can put the comment down in the towel section. That's a reward for hanging with me this long. Because I know I'm not the most handsome guy on the planet. So hopefully the information is worth the pain. So World Class Sister says, dang, I'm not set up yet. Well, what you're going to do, World Class, is you're going to go to digitspincoin.com. You're going to get yourself registered and get yourself the wallet, and now you're set up to get involved with Splinterlands, get involved with Element World, and you're going to then put the information down below. I'm going to give it a few days, so you got some time before I pick the winners, and put your ID down below. Your ID is your address. It's not a series of numbers. My ID is at DigitSpin. It's real simple, and you can't forget your public address. It's just your ID. So then you can put that down below. So you still have a chance. I'm gonna give, like I said, a few days, maybe Wednesday, Thursday. I'll pick. Give guys 3 or 4 days to find this video. That are folks that watch the show. Let's see what else we got here. Phoenix is saying, hey, let's get lots of use cases for this for DigitSpin coin in 2022. Tokenomics are solid. 21 million max supply. Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity. I agree with you, Phoenix. And as we go along, I'm sure more opportunities will arise. I don't know what they are yet, but I'm gonna poke around and see if I can find things that'll bring value to the holders of the community coin, and functionality and utility. That's what.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Oh, my wife is telling me how much she loves me by sending me a text of hearts. Gotta like that. All right, so we'll find more and more utility to use DigiSpin coin for, and as we go along, not only in games and what have you. So that'll be pretty nice to have happen. All right, let's see what else we got here. Zach's out there. How you doing, Zach? Let's see. Phoenix is going, you should do a minor 49er DigitSpin coin video. I'll see if I can find him. That guy, he disappears for months on end. Comes back with his gold and his coins and his saloon girls. Let's see here. Marcel goes, what about Electronium? Well, like I said, Electronium is available. You can use it to purchase um, the packs of cards. You can't get DigiSpin coin with it because you have to have Hive coins, but you can convert them and get Hive coins, or just buy Hive coins on the Hive keychain. You have a buy, and you can click that on the keychain, and it lets you use a credit card, or you can swap, Bitcoin or Tether or Ethereum. There's a couple other coins that lets you swap for Hive. Bittrex lets you do it, but I noticed that their wallet's been in maintenance for a week, so I'm waiting for them to fix that. These exchanges, I tell you, they put certain coins at the top, and others, they take their time to fix the stuff and get it back online. World Citizen wants to know, will there be land, keeps, inns, and etc.? Yeah, that's going to be open. So yeah, there will be land. There will be farming capabilities. You'll be able to, grow foods and put together grow different items to be able to mix together and make potions and what have you. What that's going to look like right now, I don't have an answer for you. It's on the agenda to do. It's on the agenda to make happen, so that you'll be able to buy a parcel. Because we're looking at this as a 3D game, I'm not sure if you'll be able to explore and it'll be mapped. Will there be caves to explore and treasures to find and creatures to battle, so that we're going to start off with that card game where you can battle against the creature in a arena. It'll be more like an arena setting initially, where you can go against and you can battle against creatures, and then there'll be a player versus player in the arena. I envision it at some point, and this could be 2 years from now, because the amount of stuff we want to build is pretty immense. But at some point, I'd like to see some adventuring going on, and buildings and inns being built by the owners of the land, where you can go in there and trade. So you might travel to a particular piece of property where there's a specific land, and be able to get particular types of goods only at that inn. Maybe they have the skill sets to make certain potions or what have you. There's a lot that we'd like to do that's on the wish list, and that's only going to happen if everybody supports the project and likes what we're doing. And how I look at it, I'm going to put a lot of effort into it to make it fun, equitable, and make it interesting. Something worthy to spend your playtime or your extra time that you have available to you. So we want to make it so that if you just want to go in, spend 10 minutes, do a couple of battles and walk out of the arena and then come back to it next week, you can. Those that have more time, they want to go and build buildings and have land and go adventuring, they will. So it's I can't even tell you the other parts that I would like to, because I don't want to toss them in the mix right now. But there's a lot of stuff that I'd like to see this game do at some point as we go forward. But it's not going to happen unless unless everybody supports it. I have a pretty clear vision. We have a good team. We got Klaus out of Europe, and he's He's a sharp guy. He's wrote and does a lot of development. And we have Andre that's going to help us in his spare time. We're looking forward to him joining us end of January, and start tearing apart the blockchain and understanding Hive and the connections, and so we can all have test nets and work together to maximize our skill sets. So there'll be a little bit of because I want to be able to start creating our own contracts and customizations found nowhere else, which would be pretty nice. And some of that has to be done by hand. Some of it we could use the open source, and if we make changes, then we'll post that open source online through the licensing agreement. I'm looking right now at the game running under Unreal Engine, and Unreal does some really fancy stuff. I'm looking at a couple of other options also for the 3D environment. Obviously you got Unity, Unreal, you got there's like two others, Godot or Godot, and there's a very specific functionality once you get into 3D. I was looking at the 2D option, and that's still on the table, but we're going to build those 3D models out first and see how that turns out before I go into a 2D plus environment, which probably will allow us to build faster and cheaper. But I really want to see if we can hit it with a higher level expectation, and that's really going to come down to participation from the community. If we have enough people getting packs or whatever, we're turning that money into the game itself. And it's basically like a Kickstarter. You're buying packs up front with the expectation of having a game to use your NFTs in, to give them even more utility, more functionality, and some fun. And a lot of guys know that I take things pretty serious, and I'll put in my honest effort to make it happen. So that's the game plan there. Let's see here. I am Lifer. Getting in at the ground floor of a project in this way is an amazing opportunity. Yeah, it's interesting because you're starting off and you really have you see my vision. You hear about me talking about where I want to take this. You get a good feel of what's being produced on the website, and as we're manufacturing things on the Telegram, we're showing people what's being built. And I try to keep everybody up to date, because as putting money into a new project is always it's a risk if you're going to pay for coins or if you're going to buy packs of art, and there's no guarantee for anything in this world, but it's nice to know what the plan is, where you'd like to take it. And it's the same thing, the guys who we were mining Bitcoin, and they, all right, I got 100,000 of these things. What am I doing with them? All right, what do I do with them? All right, well, send me 2 pizzas, and I'll give you 10,000 Bitcoins. Let's transact with them. The guy sent him 2 pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoins, right? So, it's and it just kind of builds from there. And but the goal is to make something that's cool, that's going to be attractive, that's going to have some utility, something worthy to spend your time goofing around with, and it'll take care of itself. It'll naturally be beneficial to everybody that's playing in many different ways. So Yes, it is amazing. I have to tell you, the projects that I've gotten in on the ground floor are the ones that have really made a big difference in my life. I buy Bitcoin. Squirt here, he wants a yummy. So I got him a dog bone. There you go, Squirt. So those, you get a hold of Bitcoin and and what have you, and that's great, and it goes up, some, and there's good opportunity, but there's nothing like getting in on a ground floor project, and you do a couple of them, and one of them hits. It's a significant benefit. It can be a significant benefit of great magnitude. It's I feel like some of the projects that I got in that have done well. It's like I feel like wow, I got in when Bitcoin was a penny. Let's see here. I don't know what this is. So this makes no sense. So I'm gonna remove that. All right. This sounds like it had a lot of potential. It sounds like it has. Yes. It really does. And I'm going to put in a yeoman's effort to bring it all to reality. And so is the team. These guys have all joined in. They've all volunteered to help me build this. Yeah, there's some perks. I can toss them from the promos and things like that, and to show them that everybody appreciates them and their efforts for what they're putting into it. And so we're all in the same with me. I got to buy every one of my packs, so I'm scrounging around for some hive and moving assets around so I can buy as many packs as I want. Because one thing I've learned is to make sure you get enough packs. and especially if they're sold very slowly as they go along, because it's going to take a while for people to get to see the project, know what's going on, and be able to apply what they're doing. Hey, Squirt! he's hanging out over there. World Citizen says, I spent some Electronium on Splinterlands. I'm still hoping to tell people how much I lost out because I spent it early. How much I lost out because I don't know if you meant that you didn't spend it early or that you got because you did spend it early. Yeah, Electronium, a lot of us bought Splinterlands last year and a quarter, and we spent a lot of Electronium together as a group, and we're sure glad we did. Every one of us are really glad that we did. Those the NFTs, because there's a difference. I don't understand people going and buying pictures and paying, I don't know where they get the money, but paying $100,000 for a picture, or even $1,000 for a picture, unless the picture is giving as an NFT. Now, there's a value by buying an NFT that gives me a license. So as a business, I can go and buy an NFT that gives me that includes a license. So, like, I do cardboard cutouts. So let's say this guy has a picture of an astronaut. It's in EPS file format, and it gives me a printing license, or a business license. Well, I would buy that NFT because now I have the right to use that and manufacture it as a 6-foot cardboard cutout and put it on my website and sell it. Selling just a picture that has no utility There's going to be a lot of people stuck holding a lot of bags. And I'm not talking you spend $5. There are people that spend $1 million on a CryptoPunk. And I think they're freaking out of their gourd. They're literally insane. And it's just a status symbol that, as of this year, that next year won't be worth $1 million. I think it's crazy. Now, you spend $10 and $2 for an NFT, and it gives you utility. Now you're talking. It gives me utility by being able to print it or use that NFT in a game where I can combine, play, and do something with it. That's utility. And then if the NFTs become more rarer because people are combining them and using them, putting them in magic potions and they're getting used and parts and pieces are getting used, the cards have a value to somebody because they have utility. Now you're talking. And that's what we're doing. We're going to give these amazing pieces of art that we're putting together and three-dimensional characters, giving them utility so that they become more rare. They have more intrinsic value when used as game pieces in a game that we're going to put together. And as you play the game, you can earn some free cryptocurrencies that happens to be on an exchange that people are actually paying for, even though it's given to you free and you earn free. So I think it's a win-win for everybody. Now, those are NFTs worthwhile. Those are assets that bring utility that you could do something with. Having an NFT and putting it on your $300 monitor screen so you could do your YouTube show with a CryptoPunk sitting there on the screen, on the wall, that you paid $1 million for and proudly state as such, I think you're freaking nuts. I've seen some YouTubers are all proud that they spent $1 million on this 8-bit CryptoPunk. I don't know, maybe I'm too old, but yeah, there's no value that's brought. There's no value that's brought by owning the picture without some kind of licensing or utility. That doesn't mean that somebody might make a utility for these CryptoPunks in the future, and maybe then they'll be worth owning for $1 million. Like, if you have a CryptoPunk, you get I don't know, you get a free yacht cruise or something for $1 million. I don't know, but we're fixing that, and we're gonna produce something that's gonna be useful for everybody that's participating, that wants to get in on and collecting the Element World NFTs. We're gonna bring utility to them in a very fun way. Phoenix is saying, yeah, packs are the key. Packs are the key, and you're gonna find over time as they get combined and become more rare that they'll be more coveted by others, and I've seen the benefit to people be pretty significant when they've had very special cards that give value inside the game. So when you play that card inside the game, it does something special for you. Others are like, where did you get that card? I want one. Well, we can negotiate if you want mine. And that's kind of how it all happens. So CryptoDog, I see you put out here the KingSumo.com link on the chat. That's pretty cool. I think that's the contest page that you're giving away. So the Crypto Dog's also doing giveaways, 4 packs, and you want to get in touch with him, and check his link there. You can win a Founders Edition, limited edition pack of. There's only 250,000 of them. There's the next packs that come out will be the Genesis pack, and there'll be 3 million packs. So you can see there'll be a significant difference in rarity for having the Founders Edition packs. And if you buy them up to February 15th, you get them for $6. And after that, it'll be $10 a pack. So that's why people are trying to get them as early as they can. Phoenix is saying, there's no way Dino will let this coin stand idle. Look out for Digispin in 2022. Let's see. Crypto Dog, if they have utility, they will go up and down in value, I bet. Of course. Yeah, I would tend to think that that people will negotiate trading those cards at different levels. Absolutely. CryptoPunk just sold for $1 million. That's crazy to me. That's nuts. I mean, for me to spend $1 million on a CryptoPunk, you better have Elon Musk money, where $1 million is like $1. It's like $1 to me and you. Yeah, here's $1. You can toss around $100 million, $1 million like it was a dollar bill. If you don't got Elon Musk money, I think that's crazy. That's crazy. People will buy pop culture art, NFT. Yeah, but it's not like it's a. It's not like it's the Mona Lisa. I don't even think the Mona Lisa sells for that. I don't know. Maybe it does. I don't. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't like. I don't like. I like to be positive about things, but I unfortunately can't find any value in an NFT that brings no utility through either licensing or usage inside some kind of an application. If you make an NFT that mines, if you have the NFT, you can mine for certain coins. That's utility. You play it in a game. That's utility. Your electric company accepts the NFT for payment or for electricity. That's utility. Just stick it on a wall next to your computer. That's not utility. That's what do they call that? Vain. When people want to be. That's called showing off. I'd buy original Star Wars movie props for crazy money if I had it. Yeah, I get it. Those are one of a kind, culturally established things. It's not like you can go down and buy an exact copy of that prop at Walmart. It's one of a kind movie used prop, and they have value. What do I know? Paint. A painting is just some oil paint on a canvas, sorted nicely, and sells for millions of dollars. But it is a one of a kind. You do have the ownership and rights to it. So if you want to buy the Mona Lisa and then make posters of it, there's nobody can tell you can't, because you own the object. You get the rights with that. What do I know? So there's a lot of good things that we're going to be doing going forward. Definitely visit elementworld.net, excuse me, digitspincoin.com to learn more and get more details. Obviously, the Telegram channel, the Twitter. Join both of those. Learn about it. See if it's something that something you want to entertain. We got a good community that's already being built, and we haven't even started to advertise yet, which we will do when the time is right. So appreciate you guys hanging out with me, asking questions, putting in comments, and I'm going to see you again next time on DigiSpin Crypto.